Man, that would be hilarious if my dad had like a 24-year-old girlfriend.
I used to.
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
This is very exciting. I haven't been this scared of an episode in a long time. We've turned into a dangerous podcast, Dad.
Wow, have we? Okay. I don't, I look at that with trepidation, but good trepidation.
Yeah, well, if you're following the news, maybe you can kind of guess where this is headed. No pun intended. But me and my dad, earlier this week, we're going to toss to some content we made earlier this week. Me and my dad, with all the news going on in sports, decided to do something. And my dad tricked me. That's all I'll say now. I want to give the big reveal in the content we're about to show you. But my dad was like, it was after a show one day this week. He's just like, hey, you want to do some lunch? And I went over to his house and I got in his Corvette to go to lunch. And this is what happened. That's right. You hear that muscle? This is an emergency starting of the Greg Cote Show podcast. Okay. This has never happened before. My dad, I just got done with the show. It's late afternoon Thursday. My dad goes, hey, you want to go to lunch? Let's do it. I head over. Now, what the hell are we doing? Now, we get in his car, and he's like, oh, yeah, before lunch. Go ahead.
Okay.
What? I guarantee you, what you're expecting, listeners, is not what's, this is the most unpredictable. Go ahead.
First of all, I'm driving, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera.
Yeah, don't look at the camera at all.
Okay. It's a little late for lunch anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to drive to a sex shop and buy a couple of dildos, and then we're going to go to the monkey bars.
Wait, and then we're going to go to a kid's park?
Yes. Correct.
Those are two separate things. Yeah, you hear that muscle? Hell yeah.
Okay, the Greg Cote Show, let me make this clear. The Greg Cote Show is anti-throwing sex toys on WNBA courts. I want to make that clear. So to underline that, my thought was you and I are going to use sex toys in the right way, which is we're going to go to a public park and we're going to see who can throw a dildo the farthest.
I'm not walking into a sex shop with you.
Yeah, we are. We're both walking in. We're going to the store. It's a superstore, a sex toy superstore.
You could probably take.
So I've heard.
Yeti, bleep that name.
Yeah, you can bleep that name if you want. Larry Flint from the grave might sue us. But it's a supermarket-sized sex toy store. I've only been to it once in my life and made no purchases. But
once again, I'm not walking into a sex shop with you. First of all, you mentioned it there. You just kind of glazed by it, which is a wild term for me to use while talking about dildos. What's happening on these courts is misogynistic.
Well, not necessarily.
This is we should not be.
I disagree. It's misogynistic because, as Izzy pointed out on the Levitard show last week, males use dildos too.
Oh, come on. Well, and it has happened at Bills games.
Right.
But still, what's
Oh, it's juvenile, it's stupid, it's dangerous, it's dumb, it's idiotic, sexist.
But I will say, as much as I'm still not going to do it, and what are we going to record in there? We're not recording in a sex shop.
Okay, I agree we should not record in the sex shop. It doesn't mean we can't do audio, because we're going to be shopping for dildos. But by the way, I want to be in and out of there, I want to go to the dildo corner, pick out a couple of, decent-sized, classic-looking dildos, and we're out of there.
Classic?
I have cash money. We'll have no record of this.
I don't know what to make of this.
Other than this podcast.
There's no... We're literally making a record of this.
I know. It'll be fun. You and I, father and son.
That's another one. They're they're going to think we're a couple.
It doesn't matter. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I know, but it's just I've never been in a situation.
You like older men?
I've never been in a situation before where I thought people were like, oh, me and my dad look like a couple here.
Right. And I'm more concerned about the sales clerk thinking that we're up to no good and that we plan to buy these dildos and throw them on a basketball court. So
Why? He's like, there's no way these guys are jamming them anywhere.
well, here's the thing.
Which one of us do you think looks more like would partake in the dildo?
I would say you, because you're more of a dildo age person than I am.
That's true.
But I want to say this. If, everything is private in these places. It's not like the sales clerk's going to wink at us and go, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you going to be doing with these things?
What if he's like, bananas are a herb?
Okay, but that would be funny. But if that happened, not the bananas are an herb thing, but he asked us anything and we were making small talk, I think the go-to throwaway line is, we're actually buying them as a joke for a bachelor party.
Okay.
That's all you gotta say. Nobody wants to know about your sex life or your intended use of this toy.
They might ask us if we're going to a WNBA game.
I will flatly say no, and that would be the truth. I would have to fly to Atlanta to go to a WNBA game ever since they stole the Miami Soul from us back in the early noughts.
All right, you said yourself we're only, and I love we don't even get to. After that, he wants to go do the monkey bars.
Yeah, you seem to think a lot of parks have monkey bars.
Yeah, every park.
I doubt that, but I want you...
I mean, every park with a playground, which most parks have a playground.
Okay, I want you to lead me to a park where we can have a wide open space to have a competitive dildo toss.
We're not taking the dildos to a kid's park.
Where do you want to throw them then?
We can do the monkey bars at a park.
Okay.
We're not doing the throwing thing. Why are we buying the dildos? I think this conversation has been good enough content. We don't actually have to go through with this. We made our point. We said it's bad. They shouldn't be doing it in sports.
Well,
Joe, just the idea of you and I walking into a sex shop is funny.
Okay.
Let's just leave it there. We don't have to actually do it.
My vision was that we buy a couple of dildos and throw them for distance in a wholesome father-son competition to make the statement, dildos are meant for sexual enjoyment and they're meant for tossing for distance.
But they're not meant for tossing.
Well,
What they're actually being used for at sporting events is tossed for distance. They're throwing them onto the court. We are literally doing what is exactly being done in sports.
no, because we're not throwing them at anyone. We don't mean to hit anyone.
So we're in favor of people bringing dildos to parks where kids are and throwing them.
No, of course not. If you can think of a better place to throw them than a park, I'm all ears.
Nowhere.
Ideally, we're on a football field where we can have no doubt about which went further.
It's literally there's not a place we can go.
How about a football field?
We'd have to go to a strip club for me to feel safe throwing a
No, a
dildo.
football field, I think, is the way to do it.
I mean, I just love the idea of us being at our local Central Park and out on the soccer football field, and the guy in the golf cart who drives around the park being like, what are they throwing over there? What is that object?
Okay, to your point, it would be embarrassing.
Of course it would be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing if we were seen by any soul.
Okay, you got me on that one. Okay, but listen.
It's embarrassing if we did it in front of your house. It's embarrassing if we do it at a park.
The privacy of my backyard is not big enough to contain a long throw of any kind.
We don't do this. This part, just this conversation, the idea of what you're talking about is funny enough.
I think there has to be a payoff. I'm curious who can toss the unnamed sex toy the farthest.
You've said dildo 14 times.
I know, you're right. Nobody else calls it a dildo, though. They're afraid. Dildo's a funny word. It's like a joke word, dildo. It's funny.
Are you taking this too lightly? Should we be doing a serious sports show about this?
Well, you know what? I may do a public service announcement, because I don't think I'm taking this too lightly. I am making light of the fact that idiots, juvenile, immature idiots, are actually throwing dildos during a game at people.
I'll tell you one thing. You're bringing if you're going to do the whole record in the store thing, audio only, you're bringing the phone in by yourself. I'm not walking into this store with you. You're going to do that part by yourself.
Just walk in with the phone in your pocket.
I'm not walking in.
Come on, you have to come in.
I'll push record on the audio for you, hand you the phone, and you can just have the phone in your hand, and you don't have to even like notice it. Like,
I need you to walk in with me.
no.
Well, we're coming to Loggerheads then.
We might just be heading to a park to do the monkey bars. We'll check back in a little bit.
We'll see.
And we're here. We're not going to name names, but we're in Fort Lauderdale. We just drove 20 minutes. And this guy next to me why do we get cold feet? Is getting cold feet.
Yeah,
I
don't know. They're not cold.
As soon as we got done recording what you guys just heard that first 9 minutes, me and him just kind of had a look in the mirror here.
Right.
You know, these sad car mirrors?
Yeah.
All car mirrors. Very sad.
They are sad. They're small too. Extra small.
And we were just like, what are we doing? Are we making too light of this?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Christopher was steadfast that I'm going to turn off my engine or no?
You can't. It's fine. I think.
Okay. Christopher was steadfast that he was not going to walk in with me. Okay. And I began to get cold feet because about going in myself, which would be ridiculous. Nobody my age is buying a dildo.
That's probably not true.
But mostly, you started worrying about how this would be received and if we were making light of it, even though we're not. Believe me, I think it's terrible what these jerks are doing in the NBA right now. And it's a copycat thing. I think it's been done like 5-6 different times now. So I'm totally against it.
But like there is a part of me that's like there is something really funny about you and I walking into a porn store, whatever the hell it is, sex shop.
You could call it a porn store.
I've never been in here, so like I was loving the idea of us walking in, being like, "Excuse me, where are your dildos?" And this guy's just like, "We just have like shirts with pretty girls on them." Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a store that's not that crazy.
Okay, are you talking yourself out of it? You want to go in or do you?
I don't. I never
either.
wanted to.
Okay.
Like I do. Like it's. I can acknowledge, and I'm imagining the audience right now being disappointed.
I know. I'm disappointed in us, but my priority.
But is fitting.
Okay, but my priority in all of this is that I don't want to come off like I'm just yucking up this whole thing and in some way making light of the fact that idiots are throwing things on WNBA courts and injuring people. There was a second arrest. There was a second arrest of an 18-year-old kid who threw one and it fell short of the court and hit Uncle somebody in the back who was with his 9-year-old niece. That's terrible. I hope that guy goes to jail, that 18-year-old kid.
You can't say that you're not making light of something when you wanted to go to the park with your son and have a dildo throwing contest.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I have just made an executive decision as the name of the Greg Cote Show. I have made the executive decision. We are not going in there and buying dildos. We are not going to go to a public park and have a dildo throw. I have scrapped that idea.
But we are going to do the monkey bars.
We are going to do the monkey bars.
That makes me feel better. We're giving the people Greg Cote tearing a bicep.
All right, let's go find some monkey bars. I think they're right next door at Holiday Park. This is going to be exciting.
Once again, you didn't have to say the name of the park.
Okay, sorry. Why not?
Because what if you tear your bicep?
So I sue the park and, we got proof I was there.
Pretty sure every park is you're playing at your own risk, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. We'll check back. I feel good about our decision, especially because we recorded that before the latest dildo was thrown onto the court. We recorded that when there had been 4, and I believe now there's been 5. So, even after we recorded that, there was another dildo thrown. I still feel like even not going through with it, we may have been a little too callous about all this. Is that the right word?
Yeah, callous or casual? Which one are you?
Yeah, I think they both fit. That's one of the reasons why Christopher and I both got cold feet about walking into a sex toy store and actually buying a dildo. And
mainly me. My dad really wanted to do it.
Yeah, I did for a time, but and I think the visual would have been very fun to throw dildos for distance.
No, that part was always going to be creepy because it's at a park and people would see it. The part that I really wanted to do, and I think we still could do this and just not buy dildos. Like the audio of you and I, father and son, walking into that type of store and just casually talking to the employees about, "Excuse me, where are your dildos? Do you have green ones?" Like that would have been funny. Like
I for one am glad you guys backed out.
Yeah,
because I just didn't know how it was going to come off. I didn't want to have to be the defend. I'm going to get most of the hits on our social feeds, about most of the reaction. I wanted to make sure that we were properly, talking about how stupid this whole thing is.
Right. And don't try to distance yourself from us.
Well, I was good. Yeah. I mean, to the point where I've cooked up a pretty good PSA that, I don't think we'll have time to do, but I was suggesting let's do a whole PSA about saying, you can either dildo or dildon't. And if you're thinking about throwing something at an NBA court, dildon't.
One of the funniest parts of all this was me and my dad off camera having the serious conversations about whether we should do this, and my dad trying to couch it and trying to prove look, we're not actually making a joke of this. What I think we should do is a video where there's dildos being thrown at me while I'm working and while you're working, and then at the end I'll point at the camera and say, dildo, dildon't.
Right, that's what Eddie just said.
But you don't realize that is mocking it, though. Like my dad said with no irony, he was like, you know what? At the end, we'll show people how serious we're taking it. We're taking it by doing that.
Okay, see, the point is we didn't really know how to handle this situation at all. We had a lot of internal show debate.
Yeah.
What's funny, what isn't. And since then, there's been an update in the whole situation, which makes me hate this whole situation even worse. So I want to read the news story from ESPN.com. A self-described cryptocurrency enthusiast told ESPN that he is part of a group that orchestrated recent sex toy stunts that have disrupted several WNBA games in the past 10 days. The man who spoke on the condition of anonymity over a video conference Wednesday said the stunts were meant to market a crypto coin that his online community created. Quote, it was more or less like an opportunistic approach to what is already trending, he said. Where there is already controversy in the WNBA, how do we intercept some of that attention? So
that is 2025 being maximum 2025.
That's just a guy looking to latch onto this story and you gave him right what he wanted. You just walked right through the door he opened for you.
Well, I didn't name his company, which I hope goes bankrupt. And I didn't name him because he was too much of a coward to name himself. He did the interview anonymously. And I want to say that I didn't know this until recently. Apparently at a Marlins-Astros game in Miami the other day, a woman behind home plate had a green dildo. So this was continuing as just this terrible juvenile way to promote, an organized way to promote this. And I think it's awful. And I don't care if some people are hearing this episode and saying that he's talking up both sides of his mouth. He wanted to make fun of this.
Don't do the high horse thing right now. We can't be both shows.
Okay, I can say this. I think that what is happening with the dildo throw at the WNBA is just a sign of the vulgarity in society now, and you see it all the way. Christopher's laughing at me.
6 minutes ago, you wanted to throw a dildo at a park.
I know.
He's evolving, Chris, right before our eyes.
What are you doing?
I was conflicted.
You were so full of it. No, you weren't. This is one of those things where you just are doing this thing of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I'm referencing him. Where you're just like, come on, crowd, agree with me. Okay. I'm saying what I feel like should be said to get the crowd behind me.
What would happen? I've never been to a strip club. What would happen if you did that at the strip club? If you threw a dildo on stage?
Depends what place we're talking.
Okay.
So I've heard.
I can imagine that you might get worse than thrown out, but I don't know.
No, you would just get thrown out.
But the problem is at a strip club, there's a certain clientele. Okay. At a ball game, there isn't. And one of the things that really turned me off even more so about this whole thing is that one of the guys who was arrested because the dildo he threw didn't reach the court and it hit a fan, an uncle who was there with his 9-year-old nephew.
How's your uncle?
We knew that. We knew about that story before we did our bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all didn't go through with it.
You were just so full of it. Let's move on. Let's get out of here.
Okay, no, I'm going to say what I wanted to say about the increasing vulgarity of society.
All right. Well, I bought 2 dildos. Let's go to Central Park. We're going to go
throw. We decided better of that. We did not do that, which is a key point here. But you see the vulgarity in front of the Elser when I was on the Levitard show last week. There was a guy who had a T-shirt on. It didn't say you. but it said F asterisk CK, and the
wow.
shirt. No, I remember it. The shirt said basically it said F all them haters, you be you. That's what the shirt said.
That was what Tony was wearing?
No, it wasn't, but it was funny that you said that. But and then in the back of these pickup trucks, you see the big balls hanging from the back of pickup trucks.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris has a Roy effing Kent shirt that does the same thing. The F asterisk ing.
I know, but I think that's EFFING, right?
No, it's F.
I think it's like F star
F asterisk.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's vulgar.
It's the same thing as your,
Okay. If I'm walking, if I'm walking with my granddaughter and she sees a T-shirt that says "F this," what am I supposed to say?
You don't have you heard Christy talk?
Yes.
Okay. You don't think
you put it all off on Christy?
You don't think
that's
Graceland? I mean, my wife talks like a sailor. Like,
I will say Graceland has heard that word.
Of course, Graceland knows all the words. Like we're making her afraid of these things. We're like, yeah, there's bad words out there. Don't say them.
That's fair. That's good parenting. I like that attitude. You're right. Okay. Maybe I'm overreacting.
And then right after wanting to throw you're just like I think
at a park.
It is impressive.
Had the idea to throw dildos at a park.
Nobody's had the range on this story that you've had. I'll give you that.
Only because my backyard wasn't big enough. My fenced and closed-in backyard wasn't big enough to have a decent dildo.
Greg Cote thinks he can launch one across the entire yard.
Okay.
This is such a classic Greg Cote. Just
listen to me. My original thought when I first heard about a dildo on a WNBA
I'm so done with this story.
Me too.
I know. We almost are as well. My original thought was, this is funny. Dildos are inherently funny. The word itself is funny.
I know we just did 10 minutes on this. Please,
all right.
20.
Move on.
Okay.
Christ,
all right. Let's move on. I promise never to think about or say the word dildo again. We are done with this story. It's not going to happen again. Is that fair?
I mean, fair. I don't believe you, but let's go.
Okay, it's true. Now, I do want to say something about, and I'm teasing this because it's going to be out on a video. Me in a kitchen making pork Wellington. So exciting.
And if you thought the audio was bad in the car, just wait.
What do you mean?
This will be a standalone video, Chris. We're not going to torch the audience with that.
No, I'm just saying the video he's teasing, that video, and I honestly didn't even hear any of it. Didn't hear a second of it yet. But I saw Yeti make a comment about the audio quality, and I can just imagine. So,
okay, I think it was good.
Go to our YouTube channel, check out Cooking with Cote, Pork Wellington, Greg Porks Wellington.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite is when he sent the photos, just the still shots of each photo. I wish you could take a screenshot of our WeTransfer file where you see the picture of all the it's just my dad
Yeah. Oh no, I saw the preview and I only saw 2 image files. I'm like, this joker didn't just try to send me videos and only sent me pictures.
And Dad does this, and he does this thing where he looks down, looks at the camera. Where he kind of looks like he's, has some issues.
Fair.
Pork Wellington on our YouTube channel. Check it out.
Thank you. Okay. Do we need a break right now? Because this has been one of the weirdest episodes in the history of us.
Yes.
All right.
Gather yourself, Greg. We got monkey bars next.
All right, Dad, we've teased it enough. I know you have a bunch of bells and whistles you want to get to, but first, after we did the right thing and didn't go through with the whole dildo thing, we decided, you said, on one of the days I was not in the previous week, you said on Lebitard's show that you could do monkey bars.
Yeah, it came up because of Trump reinstituting the physical fitness thing for kids, which I remember from way back in the day. And Izzy and I were talking about it, and he was mentioning pull-ups or something, and I was mentioning monkey bars. And I do remember that.
And it was so on point of Samson to call out your like visual of what you think monkey bars is.
Oh,
like
I know.
as if your hands lead the entire process.
All right. I
This
pictured
gesture gives off. I don't know anything about monkey bars, but
Well,
we'll
what's the
find
right
out.
gesture, Chris? I didn't think there was anything wrong with the gesture.
Yes, thank you.
Are you
It
really?
would be
You're
like-
swinging your arms all the way back. That's terribly inefficient.
It would be like if I'm trying to mimic what doing the monkey bars looks like. It's a
Let's
swinging
see if I can do it.
motion,
Hold on, let's see.
one hand at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to like exactly. Look at my dad. That's my reaching forward. That's not like the way he mimes these things
Okay.
is terrible. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's get to it, and then we'll react. Greg Cote and I went to a children's park without dildos. All right, they are not at a park with dildos. They are at, and make sure there's no kids around here.
Thank God there's no kids when you say that.
All right, we are at a park near my dad's house. We have found monkey bars. This is the second park we had to go to. Not as easy as we thought.
This is ridiculous. They're too low. Look.
That's what you just. What do you mean they're too low?
I can go like this.
But-
Never leave the ground.
Okay, what my dad's doing is just walking. What you do is you hang, put all your weight, and then do it. Like
I know. But
put
look,
your legs up.
I'm doing it without leaving the ground.
I mean,
There. I did the whole thing in 10 seconds.
all right, good funny humor.
Okay. I want for the record to show I took out my wallet and my keys so it'd be lighter. Okay.
Like, what's your confidence level here? You're not gonna do this.
If the bars were higher and I didn't have to worry about dragging my feet, I would be very confident.
All right, take the phone. What are you doing here?
What do you mean?
I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do here. The fact that you
Okay.
what you do is you put your weight, and then you hang, and then you start doing what you said you could do.
Okay.
Like the feet thing, it's not an excuse.
Okay.
No, you don't have to do what I just did. You're gonna hurt yourself if you. My dad was about to climb the kids thing here. Just grab the first bar. Have you stretched it all?
No.
Like, do you realize, like the weight that those biceps? When's the last time you did curls?
Curls. All right. This is not what I imagined.
What you imagine where you didn't have a choice but to put all your weight?
Because I'm going to have no momentum now.
What do you, Dad, see, that's what I mean. You thought there was some momentum thing here. This is about the strength to hold yourself up. The momentum thing is just to go, if you're going to go fast.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Are you ready?
Yes. And,
Okay. That's a bad start.
all right. Well, that was a fail. For the audio audience, he cheated for the first one.
Hey, cheat.
And then as soon as he actually started to do it, he fell.
Okay, what I need is the momentum to carry, but I'm not getting it here.
You're making excuses.
Okay.
And here he goes, attempt number 2.
I give up.
Did you tear a bicep?
No. But I would if I kept trying that. I totally failed. There's no way that I could do that because they're not high enough.
But Dad,
Okay.
it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the fact that, and I'm not talking shit. You don't see me doing it because I could do better than you, but I could do no more than maybe one.
I want you to pin back, but don't show my feet on the ground.
So we can get a video that looks like you're doing it
Pretend like I'm
successfully.
doing it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah!
But you just realized that's never what it would look like
Why?
because your body would be more centered. You were like leading with your hands.
All right, whatever. The only thing worse would be is if I forgot my wallet and my keys.
So are you happy after everything we said we were going to do today?
No, it was a total failure. We didn't toss dildos, and I didn't even compete. I didn't even come close. Red hands to show for it. Red hands. Unbelievable.
I mean, I love that you thought momentum was what you were missing today.
I hadn't tried the monkey bars in 55 years.
Kind of like hitting a baseball, kind of like kicking a 50-yard field goal.
Okay, the 50-yard field goal I've done in my young adulthood. Hitting a baseball I can still do. But this, I failed at. When I fail, I admit it.
That kind of thing?
That kind of thing. So forth and so on.
And we're back. That was embarrassing, Dad. That was just simply embarrassing. Not that I mean, you don't work out ever. Like, why would you be able to carry your body?
I know.
weight? It just doesn't make sense.
Not only don't I work out, but prior to the monkey bars thing, I didn't even stretch.
Well, no,
I did nothing.
That's unfair because I was worried about your health. I like made you.
Okay,
But,
for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, stretched.
We did the old baseball stretch where you kind of like pull your hand down. Like, I did at least. I was like stretching for you.
That's true.
But it was
You're
just
a proxy stretcher.
like, and then the thing, your whole excuse about it's too low to the ground, as if there were ever monkey bars that were 20 feet up in the air.
Well,
Like
some of them in your feet dangle.
There are some high enough for like someone like me to dangle. Now, Greg's arms are so long. When you go back and watch the video again, folks, his arms are so long. Like Greg, you're 5'9".
Right.
We've talked about wingspans before. Your wingspan is 6'1". That's a pretty good disparity.
I have a nice wingspan. Thank you.
I mean,
thank you very much. I lead the league in wingspan. What can I tell you?
But it was just like, it's not that difficult for someone that could do monkey bars to like lock your legs up and like, I'm not saying it would be, it was embarrassing, Dad.
I was humiliated by myself. Like I was disappointed in myself. I wasn't angry at, being goaded into doing it because it was my idea. I was embarrassed. I've never done anything publicly or privately for that matter has embarrassed me like that.
Wow.
What's more what would have been more embarrassing, that or parents with children walking up on you throwing a dildo in the park?
Probably that. Because Christopher and I were alone. No one was witnessing my humiliation, right?
Right. And another thing, well, actually at that park, right at that moment, we actually work, like there weren't any, like, I remember we went to another park looking for monkey bars before that. And it was like a nicer park that had a lot of people on fields. And my dad's just like, see right here, we could have thrown dildos and there's a football field with lines.
Right.
So we could like see how far.
Perfect to measure it.
I'm like, Dad, 20 people would have been able to see us doing this from here. Like,
but they were all grown.
No, they weren't. They were literally the opposite of grown. They were all like teenagers.
Well, they're like high school boys. Whatever. Don't bring me back into dildos. Believe me.
He said it. Got him.
I mean, of course he said it.
The monkey bars are hard though. That and pull-ups. Like,
right.
I remember being so pissed off in junior high how these skinny kids with no muscle could do like 30 pull-ups because I thought at the time I thought it was all about your arm strength.
The three of us here,
they have nothing to pull up.
We have some solid bone structures here. The three of us, like the three of us, were not doing pull-ups as kids.
No.
Yeah, they had nothing to pull up, and it took me a while to get over that because I was really mad. I was like, "How come I can only do one pull-up?"
I mean, I got 3 legs.
Okay, but when I was doing the monkey bars, like nobody's business in middle school, I probably weighed 90 pounds.
Right, when you were 9, and you as a 70-year-old just being like, "Yeah,
yeah." No, it was bad. It was really bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was embarrassed.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Thank you for admitting it.
Now, I want to move on. We were a little bit late starting this recording because Christopher and Yeti were both working on the SUI Awards for the Levitard show. And it's a big deal. I want to promote the SUI Awards. Christopher, you're like in charge of them, and Yeti does a lot of the editing, and I do a lot of the intros, the voiceovers. So our show is like major involved in the SUIs. When do they begin on Levitard show?
That's a good question. Yeti? No, I'm
2
kidding.
weeks from now. They start August 25th will be your first day of SUIs.
Right.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Thank
2
you for
weeks
that.
2 weeks from the day this comes out.
On the first day of SUIs, gifts to me.
And the only thing I'm concerned about is,
and it's a good batch this year. It's a good batch.
Will back in my day be a category? You don't have to tell me right now. I'm just saying it better be.
I mean,
okay. I'm threatening the Levitard show right now.
I mean, Dad, I just wanted to let you know that the way that SUI's work is, Yeti, Gabe, Rage Against Twitter, our Ethan, our team are basically, we compile nominees all year, and right now they're in the process of grabbing these files and putting them in folders. So now I have folders with each category. It's like uncomfortable moment, hundreds of things, dismissals. Like 2.5 hours worth of dismissals that I have to whittle down.
Thousands of files.
Yeah. Just so you know, The saddest of the files is the Back in My Day file. We are out there. Hello! Are you out there? Like we are screaming into the Levitard universe, like just saying like hello.
So pick the 5 best.
Oh, from the last decade?
Yeah, no, from the last year.
You haven't done 5 in the Dad. You haven't done 5 in the last 3 years.
Greg, I stumbled
That's not
across
true.
episodes from 5 years ago, 2020, and Dan is making jokes about you not having Back in My Day.
Right.
Dad,
5 years ago, I wrote it into a song.
I would argue a good percentage of the people listening to this right now also listen to Levitard show. If anybody here you love these comments, put in the comments a Back in My Day that you can think of from this last year, because
since August of last year, August 1 of last year to
and
now.
Yeti, you said a couple days ago to my dad, Greg, I'm gonna need your help here. Has he given you any dates with like that he did?
No.
You said to him, Greg, if we're gonna have this as a category, you got to give me at least
I need
a topic,
dates or topics.
a day.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Dad, what have you found?
Well, I don't want to do your work for you. I mean, that's your job to find that. I say I'm the talent.
I
say
searched
the Back in My Days.
there's a website with
research them.
transcripts. I can't find
Dad,
any, Greg.
These guys have been able to find 728 revelations, and they can't find a single Back in My Day.
Okay. You know what they can find that came out in the last year? A Back in My Day book, an anthology.
Yeah, that has
I
all
wrote
your
the
old
book.
ones. Right.
Okay, so the SUI category this year should be the best of, the greatest hits.
What?
Yeah. Have fun with it.
No.
Okay.
Even
I'll be
you know
listening.
You know that's stupid.
No, I don't.
Well,
I
Dad,
think it's
you
a-
host them. So I think you'll know whether it's a category, whether you read the topic or not.
No, I think it's a great idea.
What? What's a
I,
great idea?
I want a quick call back to last week's show.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea to serialize, to have the SUI category this year for Back in My Day be playing off the
No,
anthology
It
with all
has
the
been
greatest
talked
ones.
about. And when I say it's been talked about, I've thought about it, doing it at some point, is like where we bring back, we try to like, we have to figure out who the winners from each year have been.
Tournament
And
of Champions.
And we do
Yeah.
like a last 10 years of
I
all
like
these
it.
revelations, of all these best songs.
Yeah, you should do that. That's a great idea.
But that we're not just going to do it for one category because you're lazy.
Okay. Well, I'm also busy. I'm writing
Right?
another
That's
book
why
with
it's okay.
McGill.
Nobody's mad at
Football
you.
season. Okay.
Nobody's mad at you for not having a category this year. You're just not going to have a category this year.
Ooh, it better be a category. Okay.
You got to find at least one.
There will be hell
You
to
send
pay.
me one Back in My Day that you did, and then we'll put it in. You'll
Okay,
have
I'm
one.
gonna as soon
there'll
as
be-
we're done recording, I'm gonna research it. I'll
there
do
ever
your
been-
work for you.
Has there ever been an Oscar nominee like now, the Oscar nominee for Best Director, and it's just one director?
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, only
That's it.
one movie was out that year.
And the winner is Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
Greg, I
Thank you.
found where you dismissed Gary Furman in less than 2 minutes today. I have not found a Back in My Day yet.
Okay, I'll find one for you. I'll
Thank
do
you.
your work for you.
Thank
Okay.
I just don't understand how you aren't like, you don't have all your scripts like written out in the day you're like when you read them.
Yeah,
and
but
when
I don't save them and categorize
Well,
them.
that's what so you don't
Catalog
have them.
them.
I just
You
said you don't.
literally have years of PFPI stats.
I
You
know,
wrote a
that's
book
right.
right there.
You can tell me what Nana picked in 2017 in week 6.
Who won?
Not Back in My Day, clearly.
Okay. I said on last week's episode, I got to correct myself real quick. Call back. It was not Queen Elizabeth's husband who sold the royal horses, including Comley, but her son who would become king. So Erlene pointed that out to me. I have to say it's true. But I also
by
want
the
to
way,
pat.
I still
yeah.
have this here.
You know what? That's in the news now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I want
These
to
are
credit
smelling
our
salts
show.
for the people that are just listening.
Okay, the smelling salts. What was that? Like a month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Since Christopher sniffed smelling salts on the air on our show, the NFL has banned smelling salts from the league.
And then unban them.
And then, well, here's what happened. But that's I'm led to believe that it's because of our show that
Yeah.
the NFL did that. I can't prove it, but I'm led to believe that.
Who led
Okay.
you to that belief?
Yeah, sources. NFL high-ranked sources. But here's the thing. The NFL banned teams from providing smelling salts. But because of an outcry from players. The NFL then said the players can bring their own smelling salts, but the team can't provide them.
BYOSM. Oh no, SS. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Christopher, a quick shout out about upcoming fantasy drafts. Next week's episode, I'm not going to give away the name, but it's a huge national name. We're going to have a fantasy football expert on next week because it's fantasy time. I'm getting excited about it. I am hosting 2 fantasy drafts this year. And the big one, of course, PFPI fantasy, but also the draft Christopher and I are in, which is called what? Oh, you don't want to give the name away, right?
I mean, I think we call it playing for keeps because it's a keeper league.
Yeah, it's a keeper league.
Yeah.
And all my keepers were stolen. So I have none of my keepers back.
No, because you poorly, you just didn't think about the fact that all your guys, you can only keep a guy for 3 years. And my dad just kept his 3 best players for 3 years, never made a trade, never.
I'm loyal to my keepers.
And now you just lose Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Remember L-Jax? You know how we've been hearing about L-Jax? And
yeah.
He's just gone. My dad, imagine if the Ravens just let Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson just hit free agency. See you later.
Okay, but how else am I going to keep them?
Well, you could have moved them. Like, that's why in this past year, since they were in the 3rd year with you, like a lot of teams, like I've done with everybody else in the league has been like shifting. You're not even looking at me. I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
No, I am. I'm looking at you.
I mean, you're just like, you're never going to be like that good a fantasy owner. So I don't know why I'm like trying to explain how you're supposed to do it.
Okay. I mean, I'm a champion. I'm a former fantasy champion.
Yeah, like PFPI, not my league.
Okay. Well, I led the league in scoring in your league.
No, you had a good team. I have to look at your roster about what you're going to do. But I mean, you had a good team. I don't know what it's looking like now.
I know. But I have that savvy, when it comes to drafting.
Like, you might be the least savvy fantasy owner I've ever been around.
Okay.
You're the type of guy that literally doesn't make any moves like throughout the whole year. Like, you draft a team and it's just like, this is who I have.
Okay, I'm not a big trader.
Or like waiver wire.
I know. I'm always getting these trade offers from Juju and other people in the league, and I'm like, all the trades are weighted against me. Anyway, nobody wants to hear this, but tune in next week's show because we have groundbreaking fantasy football information. We're going to get to Dad Jokes, 3 Facts Jack, and Worldwide Randomness of Life. I finally get the title of that right. But do we have time first for, is Greg older or younger than famous people?
We can do a quick round.
Okay.
Quickly.
Because I enjoy that.
All right, so this is a new segment we're calling Are They Older Than Greg Cote?
I was about to say, have we played this before?
No, we've not. This is a new game, Chris.
Okay, that's why my dad
had.
But after Suey season, we'll have imaging.
Yeah.
I thought we had played that before.
No. You and I were talking on the phone. This is the genesis of it, and you were talking about Ted Danson, and like he's how much younger he is.
Ted
than
Danson
you.
Came up and he didn't know. We got it.
Yeah, he's talking about how much younger Ted Danson is than him. I'm like, Greg,
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's older. I looked it up. Ted Danson is 77. And you couldn't believe it because he looks so
insane.
good.
He looks great, and he has all that Botox and whatever the rich people do.
All right, I want to play too. So me and my dad will be the contestants.
All right. First up, baseball legend Wade Boggs.
He has to be younger. He played in my lifetime.
Yeah,
he played in my lifetime.
Close. You're right. You're correct. Wade Boggs is 67.
Okay.
All right,
there you go.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Closer than you would have thought. And we're counting. This is by the age they actually are, not by birth date. Things like that. So,
their birth date does determine their age.
No, but I mean, like if they're 70, maybe they're the same. Like I can't. How did I put it?
It's not that complicated. Explain the show.
If they've turned 71 already, then they're technically old. They're older.
Yeah,
Then they're older. Yep. I love
whatever.
Leave it in.
Good explanation.
Talking is hard.
Okay.
All right. Steve Martin.
Gotta be older. Definitely older.
Yeah, I'll go older.
All right. Steve Martin is 79.
All right. Wow. I'll try to get you a win
Ted Danson's wife, Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, I've always had something for her.
Oh, me too, man. I've
always liked her.
I don't.
She's the mom for the people. For the people that don't know her by, she played, I believe, Ted Danson's wife or ex-wife in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
She's the mom on Elf.
She's the mom also, I believe, in Step Brothers.
She's Clara Clayton on Back to the Future 3. That's how I was introduced to her. Either way, Mary Steenburgen, older than Greg Cote or younger?
I'm going to say younger. I think there's quite an age difference in that long-standing Hollywood marriage.
Chris?
Older.
She is older than Greg Cote.
Wow.
Really?
72.
She looks great.
Wow. She does look great.
I'd still do it.
Whoa!
All right. Staying on the actresses level, Kim Cattrall.
Who?
Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City.
Samantha from Sex and the City.
The blonde, right?
Yeah, you know who she is.
Yeah.
You little dog, you.
No, she's sexy.
No one says, like, you don't have to hit the X that hard. She's sexy.
I want to say younger.
Younger.
Younger but close. She is 68.
Oi.
Yeah,
she should
right
be
on your heels.
She should be 69.
All
Yeah,
right.
got that right. Baby.
Speaking of age differences, Bill Belichick.
Definitely older.
Younger.
He is 69 years old, Greg.
Yeah.
He is
No
younger
way.
than Greg Cote.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right. Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, let me just say real quick. And I'm not saying this like I look great for my age. I don't
You
think
don't.
I do.
Yeah, you don't.
I think I've aged poorly. But I think Bill Belichick looks older than me. I'm sorry.
No.
Really?
Dad.
Tell us, folks, does Bill Belichick look older than Greg Cote?
I mean, I'm not saying that it's that different, but like I think I would have. I thought he was younger.
All right. Well, he seems younger now that he's dating a 15-year-old.
Right.
Okay. All right. Next.
Who did I say? Oprah Winfrey.
Man, that would be hilarious if my dad had like a 24-year-old girlfriend.
I used to when I first met your mother. Okay, I would say she's older.
Oprah Winfrey is barely older than you. She is 71. Sorry, Chris, I didn't get your guess.
You're good.
Yeah.
And then Dame Helen Mirren.
Oh God, she's gotta be 90.
Yeah,
She's like way older.
Yeah, she's 80. She's 80.
Okay.
And let's see, who else do I have? Trying to think of one that'll really throw you off. All right, last one, Sam Jackson.
Samuel L.
Older.
Yes, Samuel L. Jackson.
I think I'm going to say he's younger.
He looks great.
He does look great. I'm going to say younger.
He is 6 years older than you, Greg. Samuel L.
Wow.
Jackson, 76.
Good for him. Now he looks younger than me, as opposed to Belichick.
And that wraps up this less interesting than I thought game of Are They Older Than Greg Cote?
I have one. I want to play.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Denzel Washington.
Got to be younger.
He's older by 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Oh no, Yeti.
Oh, nice.
How old is he?
He's months younger. He's December 28th, 54.
Oh, wow.
So he's 3 months younger.
Wow. Okay. Yeah,
Which
he looks good.
looks great.
He looks a lot younger than you.
Isn't Tom Cruise older than me?
No. He is
I don't think he's 70 yet.
61.
Oh, that's all?
No, I think he's older. I bet he's like 64.
Okay. Because
63.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep has been winning Academy Awards for 60 years, so I'm guessing she's older than me.
She is.
Good for her.
76. Anyways,
Wow,
good game.
76 trombones and a millionaire. Okay.
My wife's first Hollywood crush, Don Johnson.
I would say younger.
He is 5 years older than you, Greg, and he looks
Is he
20
really?
years younger than you.
I can't believe your wife is old enough to have him as a crush.
Yeah, and she
Don
saw him on
Johnson.
Miami Vice when she was a kid and was like,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I had a crush on Paula Abdul when I was in 5th grade, so yeah.
Wow. My first crush on a famous actress was, although she wasn't that famous, was Susan Dey, D-E-Y, from the Partridge Family.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Christopher?
My first crush, I don't know, maybe one of the Spice Girls.
Oh,
I'm trying to think, like, I'm just trying
Beckham's wife?
The funny thing is, because of sports, I was always a sporty guy, but she was not my favorite. Like I liked her, but I don't know
she
if
was
I liked
posh,
her.
right?
No. There's sporty. There's posh.
Yeah, no,
there's sporty.
but Victoria Beckham was Posh Spice, right?
Yeah, that's why.
I
But
think
I was
so.
always like my favorite Spice Girl, just because I was into sports, was always Sporty Spice.
Sporty Spice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was like an attraction thing. That was just more like
Mine was DJ Tanner from Full House. I was into Candace Cameron when I was in 5th grade, and then I discovered Paula Abdul. So I've made a big leap there.
I mean,
okay.
like when I was a teenager, like Jessica Biel was like my favorite in like high school. But like I can't remember like first crush when I was like young. I don't really remember actually.
Wow. Okay. Susan Day. You know what? Is Susan Day older or younger than me? That I would be interested. We've got to be about the same age because when she was like 15, 16 on that show, I think that's how old I was.
She is 72.
Let's get her on the air. Seriously, I want to have her on.
Yeah, I'm sure she's still doing a lot of podcasts.
Next week, Susan Day and an unnamed fantasy football expert.
Who do you
Let's
think?
go. Let's go to dad jokes, Greg.
All right, let's go. I'm ready. I've been
We're
ready.
running long. We're running way long.
Okay.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Jake's running long.
Terrible
Jake
joke.
Long, the former Dolphins offensive tackle. Number 3.
Who bullied me?
Who is Snow White's favorite child? Egg White.
Really bad.
What the heck? What?
Like what? That's really bad.
What?
It's not bad.
I don't even get it.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
Greg.
I can't explain. You don't explain
Greg,
a dad joke.
That's that's one of
Egg White.
Is that like a semen joke?
No.
Okay.
Chris. What the
Egg-
hell?
I mean, I
Please,
thought like
Christopher.
what the.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I mean,
boy.
egg white
gosh.
does. What does egg white
Greg,
look like?
how is that even like punny?
Okay, you don't explain a dad joke, but I will
think
say
we need
this.
to explain why we're not going to do dad jokes for a couple of weeks.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Number
These two
2,
better get better. They better get better.
the dad joke I'm about to do was not written anywhere. I did not read it anywhere. I created it myself. It came to me, and I thought it was a good one. Are you ready?
I think a lot of people thought maybe this was the case for more than just this one. But go ahead.
Number 2, why are golfers so neatly dressed?
I don't know.
They carry so many irons.
Okay.
That's okay. I mean, it makes me feel a little better about it that you wrote
Okay.
it.
Number 1, what kind of dog works at a bakery?
What kind of dog works at a bakery?
That's what I just said.
Who's there? I don't know, Greg.
A Betty Crocker Spaniel.
This is bad batch, dude. Really
Greg,
bad.
that is a really bad batch.
really
I
bad.
thought it was great. I enjoyed that last one. 3 Facts Jack.
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 Facts Jack.
Or should we do the worldwide randomness of life?
Just
And
do
skip 3
something.
facts?
Just do something
I'm
else.
fine skipping something. We are running long.
Okay, I'll talk quickly then. 3 Facts Jack. Number 3. America's most stolen car by far is the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Number 2. The science and practice of growing fruit is called pomology, emanating from the Latin word for fruit, pomum. Number 1. The most common letter in the English language, found in 11% of all words, is E. Next at 8% is A. In third place at 7.5% is the leading consonant, R. And now, the worldwide randomness of life.
Greg Cote's Worldwide Randomness of Life. Worldwide Randomness of Life.
It's worldwide.
It's random. It's Greg Cote. Worldwide Randomness of Life.
This is going to take a while for me to get over.
Those are bad dad jokes, man.
Yeah, man. I hate it.
I disagree.
Oh my god.
I want the listeners to judge. Were those bad dad jokes?
And then I looked up most commonly stolen cars, and I see the Hyundai Elantra, the Hyundai Sonata, the Kia Optima are the most commonly stolen cars in the United
Arrow
States.
anywhere, huh?
You're dead wrong.
All right, Greg, hit us with the randomness.
Okay, now again, I have to state the premise. These are the things in real time trending right now on Google search. The top 10.
Dildos.
Number 1, Pokemon Shiny Wo Chin. Number 2, Chikungunya virus
Oh my
outbreak,
God.
China.
Dad, just
Number
skip
3,
the ones with like words that you can't pronounce.
Today's Wordle answers. Taco Bell burritos. Northern Lights Aurora Borealis forecast. Tucson City Council Project Blue. Slovenia, Germany basketball. Wednesday Netflix. AT&T breach settlement. And Tiny Bookshop Nintendo Switch.
Taco Bell burritos.
Taco Bell burritos.
Here we go. Taco Bell burritos. Taco Bell launches new grilled steak burritos for $3.
I want to
about that?
apologize. I want to apologize to the audience for the last 4 minutes.
Okay, and for the whole dildo thing.
Like, this is.
Oh my gosh.
Please come back, audience.
Okay. All right.
Do you have a gripe this week, Greg? We don't have
No.
herbs. Herbs are finished.
What was the
I
number one
know.
herb? I listened to most of the episode, but I didn't get to the herb.
It was a
you
saint
gotta go
from like
back.
600 AD.
The number one herb
So
was
under-
literally the number one herb. The first herb or herbert ever who was notable in
Wow.
his time.
Well,
In
that
7th
seems
century
that
England.
seems like a caveat.
It
The
was-
very first herb or herbert of note.
That's right. And we got to come up with a new bit. We got to come up with a new running bit, like the equivalent of herb countdown.
I do like last week how you talked about you were wasting time, but neither of us picked up on the dad joke that was in there.
Okay.
You get it? Dad, do you
Yeah.
get it?
Herb of the
No,
week
no.
was just a great way to waste time, Greg.
Ah, I get it. Okay.
Better than
Okay.
your
I also
irons.
made a time. I also made a time reference in joke in the Pork Wellington video that you
Yes,
all
you
have to
did.
catch. Yeah. So anyway, thank you all, podcast family. I appreciate you appreciating this episode, even though it was certifiably the weirdest one we've ever done. I'm going to say that.
I don't know if it was the weirdest, but it wasn't good.
Wow.
This
Okay.
episode has been crap.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, whether it was pretty good or whether it was crap, we appreciate you, pod family. Come back next week. That kind of thing. See you later. Bye-bye.